What led to the downfall of one of the most powerful clans in ancient India? The Mahabharata is a grand epic, one of the longest and most complex narratives ever written. It spans over 100,000 verses, making it roughly 10 times the length of the Iliad and the Odyssey combined. This ancient text is not just a story, but a compendium of philosophy, ethics, and spirituality. It tells the story of ancient India, a land rich in culture, tradition, and history. The Mahabharata provides a window into the lives, beliefs, and values of the people who lived thousands of years ago. It is a treasure trove of knowledge about ancient Indian society. It's a tale of family, war, and destiny. The narrative intricately weaves the lives of its characters, exploring themes of duty, righteousness, and the moral dilemmas they face. The epic battle of Kurukshetra, a central event in the Mahabharata, symbolizes the eternal struggle between good and evil. The Mahabharata is important for understanding Indian culture. It has influenced countless aspects of Indian life, from art and literature to dance and theatre. Festivals like Diwali and Holi have roots in the stories and characters of the Mahabharata, making it a living tradition. The story revolves around two families, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Their rivalry and quest for power lead to a devastating war. The Pandavas, known for their virtue and righteousness, are often seen as the protagonists, while the Kauravas, driven by jealousy and ambition, are their antagonists. They fight for the throne of Hastinapura, a kingdom of great significance. The throne symbolizes not just political power, but also the moral and ethical responsibilities of leadership. The struggle for this throne is a central theme, highlighting the complexities of dharma, or duty. Lord Krishna plays a key role in the epic. He guides the Pandavas, offering wisdom and support. His teachings, especially those in the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text within the Mahabharata, provide profound insights into life, duty, and spirituality. Krishna's presence elevates the narrative, adding layers of divine intervention and philosophical depth. Lord Krishna is a central figure in Hinduism. He is considered an avatar of Vishnu. Krishna was born into the Yadava clan. He was known for his wisdom and diplomacy. Krishna supported the Pandavas in the Kurukshetra war. His guidance proved invaluable to their victory, but his own clan, the Yadavas, faced a tragic fate. Gandhari was a key figure in the Mahabharata. She was a woman of immense strength and virtue, known for her unwavering commitment to her family and her principles. Born as a princess of Gandhara, she was married to Dhritarashtra, the blind king of Hastinapura. Despite the challenges she faced, Gandhari's life was marked by her profound sense of duty and sacrifice. She was the wife of Dhritarashtra, the blind king of Hastinapura. Her marriage to Dhritarashtra was a significant turning point in her life. Despite knowing about his blindness, she chose to marry him, showcasing her deep sense of loyalty and compassion. Gandhari's decision to blindfold herself for the rest of her life was a testament to her love and solidarity with her husband. She was a righteous and devoted woman. Her devotion was not just limited to her husband, but extended to her entire family and kingdom. Gandhari was known for her piety and her adherence to Dharma, the moral and ethical duties in ancient Indian culture. She performed her daily rituals with utmost sincerity, praying for the well-being of her family and the prosperity of her kingdom. She blindfolded herself out of love for her husband. This act of self-sacrifice was symbolic of her deep empathy and commitment. By choosing to share her husband's blindness, Gandhari demonstrated her belief in equality and partnership in marriage. Her blindfold became a powerful symbol of her strength and resilience. Gandhari was also the mother of the Kauravas. She gave birth to 100 sons who were known as the Kauravas. Despite their flaws and the path they chose, Gandhari loved her sons deeply. She tried to guide them with her wisdom and instill in them the values of righteousness and justice. Her role as a mother was central to her identity, and she was deeply involved in their upbringing. She was devastated by the death of her sons in the war. The Kurukshetra war, a pivotal event in the Mahabharata, led to the death of all her sons. Gandhari's grief was immeasurable. The loss of her children left her heartbroken and filled with sorrow. Her pain was not just personal, but also reflected the larger tragedy of the war that brought immense suffering to countless families. She blamed Krishna for not preventing the war. Gandhari believed that Krishna, with his divine powers, could have stopped the war and saved her sons. Her anguish turned into anger, and she held Krishna responsible for the destruction and loss. This blame was rooted in her deep sense of justice and her belief that the divine should protect the righteous and prevent unnecessary bloodshed. Overcome with grief, she cursed Krishna and his clan. In her moment of profound sorrow and despair, Gandhari uttered a curse that foretold the downfall of Krishna's clan. This curse was a reflection of her immense pain and the depth of her loss. It was a mother's cry of anguish, a powerful expression of her grief and the tragic consequences of the war. Even before Gandhari's curse, trouble brewed within the Yadava clan. The Yadavas were a powerful and prosperous clan, but pride and jealousy began to surface. There were rivalries among the Yadava leaders. They competed for power and influence. This created factions within the clan, weakening their unity. Section 5. The ill-fated prophecy, a harbinger of doom. There was a prophecy about the destruction of the Yadavas. It foretold their downfall after the Kurukshetra war. The prophecy was a warning sign, but blinded by their pride, the Yadavas ignored it. Their arrogance made them oblivious to the impending doom. One fateful night, the Yadavas gathered for a festival. They drank copious amounts of wine. Intoxication led to arguments and fights. In their drunken rage, they turned on each other. They forgot their kinship and attacked each other with iron rods. This fulfilled Gandhari's curse. The night of revelry ended in tragedy. The Yadavas, intoxicated and enraged, slaughtered each other. The once mighty clan was decimated. Krishna watched helplessly as his clan destroyed itself. He knew the curse was taking its course. The Yadavas, consumed by their own vices, faced a grim end. After the destruction of his clan, the world seemed to stand still. The once vibrant and bustling kingdom of the Yadavas was now a shadow of its former self. The echoes of laughter and the sounds of life had been replaced by an eerie silence that hung heavily in the air. Krishna's time on earth came to an end. His departure was not just the end of a life, but the conclusion of an epoch. The sun set on an era that had seen the rise and fall of great heroes, the clash of titanic forces, and the unfolding of divine plans. He was accidentally shot by a hunter. This seemingly insignificant event was laden with profound consequences. The hunter, unaware of the divine nature of his target, had fulfilled a destiny that was written in the stars. The arrow that struck Krishna was not just a weapon but a harbinger of change. With his passing, the Dvapara Yuga came to a close. The world transitioned into the Kali Yuga, an age marked by strife and discord. The twilight of one era gave way to the dawn of another, each with its own challenges and lessons. Krishna's death marked the end of an era. The palaces that once echoed with the sounds of celebration now stood silent and abandoned. The throne that had seen the rule of wise and powerful kings was now empty, a testament to the impermanence of all things. The Yadavas, once a mighty force, were no more. Their legacy, however, lived on in the stories and legends that would be told for generations. The remnants of their civilization stood as silent witnesses to their once great power and influence. The curse of Gandhari had run its course, the prophecy had been fulfilled, and the cycle of karma had come full circle. The barren landscapes and desolate ruins were all that remained of a once thriving civilization, a poignant reminder of the transient nature of life and the inexorable march of time. The story of the Yadavas serves as a cautionary tale. It highlights the dangers of pride, discord, and disregard for wisdom. The Mahabharata reminds us that even the greatest heroes can be touched by tragedy. It emphasizes the cyclical nature of time and the importance of righteous conduct.